The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. S&P 500 now down 72 points. That's painful. Ow! Yeah, the 10-year Treasury up 4 basis points, 302. Mortgage-backed securities down 34 basis points, means interest rates are up again. And OBMMI, my screen just went blank. It's having a lot of fun with screens lately. OBMMI, they provide the most comprehensive, accurate, timely, and interactive analysis of pricing ever conducted in the mortgage industry, calculated from actual locked rates with consumers across 35% of all mortgage transactions nationwide. Where are the rates locking at? Not if you are getting the payment assistance program with Ron Siegel Radio, but based on 35% of all mortgage transactions nationwide from OBMMI. 30-year conforming 5.598. The 10-year jumbo 5.38. 30-year jumbo, I'm sorry. 30-year jumbo 5.385. FHA 5.477. USDA for the rural areas, 5.552, and the best loan on the market for those that earned it, 5.241, is the VA loan. Got to earn that one to get it. You can't get it any other way. So why is this happening? Well, a lot of stuff going on. We know that inflation is rampant. We're going to hear more from Jerome Powell at the end of the week. The big issue there is we got the Inflation Creation Act signed by the president in the last few days. See if we can create a little more inflation by putting more money out there. But here's the issue. The American dream of home ownership has been brought into question lately and broken down some of the flaws in the thinking of some big names. And we beat it to death last week. Grant Cardone being totally missing the point, I guess is the best way I can say it. Missing the point on the home ownership. Why did I say he's missing the point? Because he forgot that you have to pay for a roof over your head, and he left that out of his calculation. Just a slight issue right there. So we've got a lot of housing data coming out this week, and saw an article from Kiplinger's over the weekend, and it laid out home ownership and your net worth. And I think we've got a chart on this one, Josh. So here's the issue. Net worth ties. So if you're in the 1% of the American population, that would be over $10.8 million in net worth. What is net worth? So you take all of your assets, your houses, cars, investments, 401ks, IRAs, jewelry, paintings, collectibles, whatever. All of those, subtract the debt against those, all of your debts. And if you have over 10.8 million is the difference, you're in the top 1%. Top 2%, 2.5 million. Top 5%, 1 million. Top 10% means you have $800,000. And the top 50% is $500,000. On average, this isn't for everybody, but on average, 2/3 of the net worth is from home equity. So when you get people like Gary Vee or Grant Cardone saying, you shouldn't own your home, well, 2/3 of the average American's net worth is from home equity, according to Kiplinger. So maybe you want to reconsider what he has to say. We're going to see new home sales this week. We're going to see pending home sales this week. We're going to get the second reading on Q3 GDP, the Fed's favorite measure of inflation, PCE, and the Jackson Hole Summit, all coming out this week. Got a lot coming out this week. But what I wanted to share with you, one of the concepts I wanted to share with you in our Mortgage Minute today is 3 things you need to do before you ever consider purchasing a home. 3 things. And it's going to be very, very meaningful to you. First thing you need to do before you ever consider purchasing a home. Number 1 is check your credit. You have the way of dealing with your credit, and it's a very, very major issue. We put together a piece over the weekend. We, meaning Josh, did a piece over the weekend, and it's talking about your credit scores and how Josh and Mary, I recorded a part of it, and Josh and Mary put more to it. And we talked about the idea of how you could potentially increase your FICO credit score. I'm not talking about FACO scores, Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, Vantage, all the other ones that come out. Possibly, potentially raise your credit score 150 points. If you will go to rsrccpayment.com, rsrccpayment.com. It's about an 8-minute video that shows you how you could potentially raise 150 points. Now, if you pay your credit cards in full every month, you might be the one that gets to raise it even more than everybody else. Because about 90% of the people I come across, maybe more, but I say 90 to be careful, pay their credit card bills the wrong way for FICO scoring purposes. I'm not going to go into it here, but you can watch it right there, rsrccpayment.com. Number 2, I don't know if you have this on there, Josh, optoutprescreen.com. Optoutprescreen.com. Do you enjoy getting all kinds of junk mail and offers for credit cards and potentially getting scammed? Go to optoutprescreen.com. Register yourself, your loved ones, anybody that you think doesn't like getting the junk mail and trigger leads and getting called a million times. Optoutprescreen.com. And the third thing that you need to do is grab a copy of our home buyer's guide. We change this every quarter. There's only about a week left of the current issue. rsrhbg.com. rsrhbg.com. So you got 3 different strategies right there. rsrccpayment.com, optoutprescreen.com, and rsrhbg.com. Get a copy of that book before you start even going to a lender to get pre-underwritten, pre-approved. And again, I've got the best team available. I've got the best team, I think, in the market. We've got Jody doing the processing. We've got Lori doing the underwriting. We got a great team of people. Sean does the original intake. Got a great team. Great team. And before you even talk to them about getting started, optoutprescreen.com, rsrccpayment.com, and rsrhbg.com. Get going on all 3 of those and take a look at it. Then, obviously, if you're thinking about buying, selling, or borrowing on real estate, can I count on you to give us a call? 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. That's the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990.